Okay, I'm here with Ken Smith, our scrap biz dev guy. Some of you may know Ken because he's been going around the country breaking and entering into scrap yards. I mean, not really. Let's just say stopping in uninvited to show people this awesome new aluminum alloy analyzer. So what do you got for us today?
Well, what's been going on is the scrap yards have been depending on XRF for 20 years. It's accepted and used everywhere. But the big problem that everybody has is that aluminum is tough to sort. It takes a long time, the grades are close, and you have to pay attention to the surface conditions. And we've done a few things to...
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Why is aluminum tough to sort with an X-ray gun?
Well, the key elements, things like magnesium and the low concentrations and things like copper and chrome are hard to measure in a short test.
Okay.
And so people tend to test too short with the analyzers that they have and they get wrong answers. What we've done is we've changed the way that we do it. We've gone with a low voltage first, which allows us to basically do almost all the alloys in 1 second.
Wow.
The speed, I'm running the test 2 seconds, but the results up on the screen in a second. And people they test to completion instead of having to decide when they're done.
Yeah.
They run a 2-second test and they get the right answer on every grade in their yard.
So we test with the low voltage beam first, and that's optimal for like magnesium, silicon, aluminum.
Actually, it's very good all the way to zinc.
Okay, so that's chrome, nickel, zinc, copper,
Right.
manganese. So that gets you really almost all your grades you
And
can do.
on the few grades that you might need lead or zirconium to sort,
Okay.
the analyzer's smart and it switches
Goes
over
to the second beam. Nice.
and puts the high voltage beam in there just for a second to get the last one.
So you said you're doing magnesium, even low mag, in about a second with this.
Yeah, 6063, 356.
Wow, all right.
Grades that people struggle to get right in 60 seconds with some analyzers.
So when we go into these demos at these recycling facilities, you'll see that a lot of times they're mixing these things up because the operator with the old X-ray guns, they don't want to stand there for a minute trying to measure 1% magnesium. Now we do it in a second.
Right,
Okay.
and even some analyzers struggle with 1%
that's
mag
true.
in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Wow.
So people don't wait that long, and they
Yeah.
end up getting a bad match because they don't test long
Yeah.
enough. So
Okay.
all our tests are fast. So what I'd like to do is run through a dozen grades and basically show the speed of the analyzer.
All right. Fire away.
Okay, so we're going to zoom the camera in
wait a
here.
minute.
But Don, don't stand in front of the beam. There we go. All
I'm just the RSO.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm starting on a 2000 series. Pull the trigger when the light starts flashing. This is 2014. It's different from the next one, 2024, by the amount of magnesium. So we separate the whole thing in 1 second.
Can I swipe back?
Yep.
So the first test you did, 2014, in less than a second you got about 0.8% mag versus the 2.5 or so,
Right.
1.5 in 2024, and that's the difference. So
That's it.
and you can
Yep.
do that. And that's a 1 minute test with an old X-ray gun. It's a 1 second test with us. There's your 1100.
1100.
No mag.
No mag, and
Okay.
that thing is.
Got a 6063 there.
I do. I'll get to that
Oh,
on the
okay.
back side. This is 319.
Yep.
And then we're doing,
So-
I think this is 5086,
Yeah, high mag. Yeah.
right? And those 5000s are tough to sort, and that gets it in 1 second. 7075.
Yep.
Here we're going to go. We'll do the 6063 now. Or that's 61. It's right next to 63.
Because of the chrome. Yep.
And then go ahead. The chrome is reading what on there? 0.07.
0.07. Yep.
So that's a 1 second test to get that. There's the 63. And the
0.5% mag.
Right, scroll down and look at the copper. There it is.
0.1.
0.1, it's a little high. That standard is 0.1. So
Yeah.
that's actually a right reading, even though it's showing it out of spec. That is the chemistry of the sample, 3003.
Hold on a sec. Okay, yeah, there's no mag in 3003, right?
This is 356, and there's the mag at 0.37.
Okay, wow. That is fast, especially for that low mag.
All right.
So this is one that we see giving the X-ray guns the old X-ray guns all kinds of trouble.
I'm going to balance
Because
this on there since it's
Because
not on
it's
my
similar
board.
to 61, but it's got different transition metals. Yeah, 3105. So if you look at this thing, it's a lot like a 61, except it's got about 0.5% or so manganese, whereas the 6061 doesn't have any. So if you shoot 6061, this guy, upper left there,
Get them in there. There you go.
in 1 second, 6061, and I mean a little bit of manganese, maybe
Got some, yeah, it
maybe
does.
0.1, but not the 0.5. That one we see another one that can, between the similar magnesium and high and low manganese, gives the older X-ray guns a fit. We're doing it in a second. We see a lot more 3105 because I think it's a beverage can. Anyway, cool.
All right. So anyway, what we've been finding is that people are startled when we go to their yard and run by their analyzers.
They're startled because you just show up.
Well, that too. They're startled because we just show up, and then they're startled because they're missing the right answer,
Right,
and
right.
and they need to test longer, and it's the test to completion testing, 1 to 2 second tests, is a game changer for most people that are trying to sort aluminum.
So to summarize, high temp stainless. This gun, like all the other guns, very fast, very good.
1 second, yeah.
But the real differentiator here with this gun is that you're doing all your aluminum alloys in 1 second or so.
We get a reading in 1 second. We're done in 2.
Yeah,
basically.
versus 30 to 60 seconds in the older guns.
Yeah.